Alright guys, I'm doing a video here on on benzodiazepine withdrawal. And I got good news. I got some bad news with some good news. The bad news is, I barely had any time, to get on YouTube lately and to, respond to people's comments and stuff like that, which, I'm gonna do here in a little bit, probably after I do this video. And the second thing, is I've decided, to open my own support group, for people going through this, people across the whole world. It's just right now, it's a little support group, and I've added, a couple people to the group, not too many people actually, but that's that's my main goal right now, is to make this video and to get people to know that, with time, this gets better, this goes away. It all goes away in time, and we return, to our normal health, and that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. And I know what this is like. So I know that when you watch someone's video, or what you see on the internet from someone saying, that I've been through this for 7 years, or 3 years, or 2 years, just take into consideration that every person's journey is different. Everyone. You can get off this and you can be healed within 14, 16 months. Maybe not even. Now, younger people do heal faster. It's just common sense. You can look at a recovery timeline sheet, which is on benzo, I believe benzo.org.uk or benzosupport.org. And you can see, that younger people do heal quicker in this. Now, do older people heal? Of course. Everyone heals in time. It's hard to say exactly when everyone's going to heal because people are going to be different. Everyone's going to be different. Now, for me, 16 months off, I felt a little better. Now, was I 100% healed? No. No. Was I able to do stuff? Yeah. Was I able to 100% enjoy things at 16 months off? No. Did I enjoy things a lot better? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed my life better at 16 months off. I enjoyed, being able to actually go to the grocery store, or being able to actually hang out with a friend with no anxiety. And it's a timing process. Time's a huge indicator for healing. You may meet some people that'll tell you, "Oh, well, time ain't the factor." No, time ain't the factor. It's this. It's your genetic makeup. It's this, it's that, it's that. Well, time's actually a huge factor in healing from this. It's actually, I personally think it's one of the biggest healers. But then again, if you do go to the doctor, which I don't blame any of you guys for not going to a doctor again. I mean, hell, I barely ever go to the doctor. Ever. Ever. Like, I could have my finger cut off and I probably still won't go to the doctor. Just because I know how these doctors work, in different fields, in cardiology, in anything that you can think of, neurology, neurologist. It's all about referrals. That's all about referrals. It's all about making money, getting a referral to a certain doctor, and getting testing. Because your insurance is going to pay for it. Well, everyone doesn't have insurance. Everyone doesn't have insurance. But most of the time, if you have a good job or you have any type of, good insurance, insurance will pay for it, of course. Now, what I'm trying to get people to understand, though, here is it is so hard to dig down for patients. It is so hard because I know you think of suicide. I know you think of I don't want to do this anymore. I want to live my life. I want to go out with my friends. I want to meet a guy. I want to meet a girl. I want to have a family. I know, because I've been there. I've been there myself. And, you'll be able to do this again. Don't let anyone tell you you're not going to do this again, because you are. You're going to be able to do it all again. Now, a question that people are asking me a lot is how I got better so quick when people were so messed up at, double my time frame. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. You don't have to do a diet in this. I did what I had to do to get better as fast as I could, because I was so sick of spending year after year in my bedroom, eating Thanksgiving in my bedroom, eating Christmas dinner in my bedroom. And it was, like I said, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. And I wouldn't wish this journey on anyone, because I know how horrific it can be. And it's fucking hell. It's hell. But we have to think of how we're gonna feel, when this is over. And the truth is, you feel invincible. You feel like you are on top of the world. Like you feel like something you've never felt before. And it is absolutely fucking crazy. I didn't believe it, until I felt it. I got my first window when I was down to about 2 milligrams of Valium. And it wasn't a long window, maybe about 45 minutes to an hour of feeling somewhat normal. No anxiety. No anxiety is just, you can do so much more with no anxiety. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want. You're not scared of anything. You can go anywhere with anyone. No hesitation. And this is what I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to understand that no matter how bad this is, no matter how bad you want to kill yourself, no matter how bad you just want to take your life because you can't care for your kids or your son or your daughter or be with your family, that this is a temporary thing. And yeah, it may be a long temporary thing. It's not heroin withdrawal. It's not 4 to 7 days of throwing up, feeling sick. It's not that. It's much worse. It is fucking horrendous. And that's the truth. It is the fucking most worst thing a human can go through. And it's amazing how this stuff is still getting handed out by psychiatry. And I'm going to tell you guys this. I couldn't tell you how many people message me daily, every single day, and say to me, well, I'm on this psych drug, I'm on this psych drug. Now, this is something that a lot of people tell me, and does it bother me? Not really, because I think that there are good psychiatrists out here, but this is something that a lot of people tell me. It's this. My psychiatrist is a nice person. He's a nice guy. Or a nice girl. Really nice. Really caring. He seemed like he cared. This is what I hear a lot from people. Probably in the last 30 days, I've heard this from about 6 or 7 people. And, I'm going to break down the truth for you guys right now. Okay? If they are in or practicing psychiatry and prescribing psychiatric medications that alter the brain's chemistry, they know that these drugs change the brain. They know that. That's what psychiatry is about. Do you know what psychiatry does? Psychiatry scrambles the brain. It puts the brain in thinking patterns that you would never think of. It's like, why would someone go and kill themselves when they have 2 kids and they are happy? with their wife, and they're so happy. Why would they hang themselves? Or why would this person that walked into a school grab a gun, extremely agitated, and shoot up a whole school? Well, that's probably because these drugs cause a severe agitation, a very severe agitation, especially when you're withdrawing from these medications. They're mind altering. But, we have to understand, that the body is remarkable. It's absolutely remarkable in how it can heal. You can break your bone, doesn't matter where, tomorrow, in any way, and I'd say within a couple weeks or a month, it'll start to heal. Your body heals. Your cuts will heal. Yeah, you can slice yourself, and yeah, you'll bleed, but it will heal. It will stop bleeding, and it heals. That's just the way our body was created. And you guys got to understand that these psychiatrists are not here to help you. Of course, they say they're here to help you. Of course. Of course, if you were making $200,000 a year, which is a fucking lot of money, and you're getting kickback from pharmaceutical companies, you're having a good profit. And these companies are actually paying for your paid vacations. And why would you stop prescribing people medications? Just give me one reason. Just give me one reason. Because when you're making that type of money, you're not going to just stop writing medications or giving out samples. You're not going to do it. And I don't care what anyone says. These people are making good money. And these disorders, I was talking to actually someone the other day. And they said, well, I just met this person actually. I met them in a city about 30 miles from me. Okay? And they said, well, I have bipolar disorder. And I have GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder. And I said to myself, well, who told you that? And they said to me, well, my doctor told me that. And I said, doctor? Well, what doctor? Because what doctor would tell you that you have generalized anxiety disorder? Unless it was a psychiatrist. And, we were talking, and, you said, well, my psychiatrist told me this. And I said, well, okay. I figured that because what type of doctor would say you have this disorder or this disorder or this disorder? So I sat down with this person and we talked. And I taught this person how psychiatry works. This person had not a clue about psychiatry. They've never looked up, they've never went to YouTube, and they've never typed in psychiatry. So they've never seen these videos or documentaries on psychiatry and how they work. So this person did that. They called me, actually texted me about a day later and said, wow, I am absolutely terrorized right now because I'm on 3 psych meds. And I said to myself, well, don't panic, Why would you panic when you can get off these medications? Safely taper off and get your life back. So, we sat down and we talked. And this person was terrified, absolutely terrified, because they had not a clue. They had not a clue what psychiatry is. They had not a clue that these made-up illnesses, disorders, where there's thousands, and the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic Statistical Manual of made-up mental disorders, which are voted upon by psychiatrists, which are all made up. They're all made up, and it really just makes me mad, because so many people, come to me. I have this disorder, I have this disorder, I have this disorder, and I'm on this pill, but I have this disorder. And, your goal is to get off these drugs. because you're not yourself on these medications. They change the pathology of the human brain, and they'll change the brain in animals. That's how these pills work. That's how the pills work. Not just benzodiazepines, but any of the psychiatric medications. That's how they work. Now, something that people have been asking me, what did I eat? What did I eat when I was going through this? Well, I did my due diligence, and I took in, now daily, I did this every day. You don't have to do this. This was what I did. And I'm going to tell you, I do believe that it did accelerate my healing. I knew how good healthy fat is for your brain, which is organic guacamole, or organic raw cheeses, or organic grass-fed butter. This stuff, is so beneficial to your brain and healing. And I knew that. And I'm going to tell you, every single day, and anyone that knows me personally, I'll tell you this. I would crack open a butter stick. Organic grass-fed butter, not processed butter. And I would eat it from the stick. And I did that every single day. And some of you might think I'm crazy for doing that, but I actually did it every single day. Now, it's very high in saturated fat. Now, is saturated fat good for you or is it bad for you? Well, to your average American that really doesn't know much about saturated fat, it's bad for you. But is it really bad for you? No. No, saturated fat is extremely beneficial to your health. Extremely beneficial for your healing. It is so beneficial to your healing. And I'm going to tell you guys something. You need as much healthy fat as you can get when you're going through this. Now, people also ask me about, healing your gut. Healing your gut. Is it beneficial? Does it work? Are there results? Well, your gut is your second brain, because there's two brains in your body, one in your skull and one in your gut. Now, Natasha Campbell wrote a book called GAPS, which is, Gut and Psychology Syndrome. Now, she says in the book, which she's a nutritionist, she has a lot of knowledge, and I highly respect her, for the type of research and the type of woman she is, that over 75% of all diseases come from, they come from the gut, and I believe it, I've looked it up, and your gut, your gastrointestinal tract, that means a lot, to your body. And, the way your body's working, how you're feeling, having stomach issues is no way to live. Now, I had serious stomach issues when I was going through benzodiazepine withdrawal. Do I have stomach issues now? No, not at all. They go away. Everything goes away. Everything you're feeling goes away. Even if you are in a long, protracted withdrawal, it is going to go away. It is going to stop. Everything you're going through is going to stop. Everything. Everything is going to stop. And now, I want to go back to the support group part. I want to talk about support group. I made a support group. I just actually made it tonight. Well, I made it yesterday, but I didn't start adding people till tonight. And I'm going to post a link in the description. So if you are suffering through this, you can get in a support group. And you can, talk with people that are going through the same thing you're going through. Now, am I going to be in a support group? Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah. Of course. I was actually in a support group years ago when I was going through this. And it was my buddy Kevin's group. And I remember he called me one day and he's like, well, you know what? Do you want to be an admin? And I was like, admin? I was like, this feels like, this is actually a big thing for me, because I'm in hell right now. I can't relax or nothing. And, he made me an admin, and I remember just, being in the support group, complaining every day, seeing what people post, and learning from other people's experiences. Also myself and my self experiences, that is. And I started to learn that there's horror stories out here, but every story is completely different. Every story is not the same. Every person that gets in a long, protracted withdrawal, there's always something more to it. Maybe this person's on other psychiatric medications, just doesn't want to say it. And it happens a lot. I remember the doctor prescribed me Zoloft, and I was so bad at the time. I was like, I might have to take this because my depression is fucking horrific. And your depression when you're going through this is going to be so dark. It is going to be the darkest thing that you'll ever experience, probably. Now, I stopped watching horror movies when I was going through this. I couldn't watch horror movies. I actually threw out all my horror movies. And I used to like scary movies. But when I was going through this, I threw them out. Because I was so terrorized and I was so scared that I'm going through this and this is a real thing. And these fucking doctors only want money. And that's all they want. That's all they care about is your office visit money. You may find one doctor, not in psychiatry, maybe one doctor who is a very, very loving, caring doctor who just doesn't believe in medicine, Western medicine. Now, Western medicine is dangerous. Western medicine is so fucking dangerous. It is unbelievable. But I don't want you guys to worry because your body's intended to heal. It will heal from this. And I know how bad some of you guys are. I know that you guys are so scared that you don't think you're going to get better. But I promise you on everything I love, I would not do these videos if you were not going to heal 100%. I would not do it. I swear to God on everything I love, I would not do these videos if you weren't going to get better and move on with this. Now, a lot of people ask me, why am I still around? Why do I still do this? And I'm pretty sure I told you guys this before, but I do this because I know how bad this actually is. I know what it feels like to get up and pace due to anxiety. I know what it feels like to want to kill yourself every day because you can't go to work or you can't cook food or you can't get your family to understand what you are going through. I know what that feels like. And I've been there myself. And from my experience and from seeing thousands of people through 2010 till this date right now, 2017, go on to heal. I've seen all these people. Thousands. Thousands. And I wish to God that everyone would stick around. I do. It would be amazing. But everyone does not stick around. And that's something else that people message me about. Where can I talk to people that have been through this? And I want you guys to understand something. When you're through with this, you have your choice to move on with your life. Or you can stick around and help people. It's your choice. Now, if you lost too many years and you just want to be done with it, be done with it. Just be done. Just get out, go. You can keep some friends. You can keep all your friends. It don't matter. But just go, make up for the years lost, and live your life. Just live your life. Because I know the anger feeling of sitting there and having your life just wasted. But I'm going to tell you something right now. The feeling of being rebuilt is something that money can't buy. You can have $40, $50 million. It don't matter. There's nothing that is going to feel as good as this. Nothing that you can think of. Nothing. There's nothing. And you are going to rebuild your life. And I'm not just telling you that to give you hope. I'm telling you that because that's what you're going to do. That's what everyone does. And yeah, this can take a while. But keep fighting and don't give up. But this video was because I was making a support group, and I didn't mean to get into other stuff, but I just had to get into that because people would ask me, so many questions. So the main reason for me I made this video is, I have started a support group. And I will, post the group in the description, and you can just click on it and just add the group or whatever. If you guys decide to send me a message or anything, just when you guys message me, message me, and tell me, that you've seen my video, because I'll have, just people message me, and I won't know if it's because they watched my video or they're just messaging me. So, if you do message me on Facebook, just I'm sorry. Just message me, tell me you see my video, and I'll add you as a friend, or you can message me, or whatever, it don't matter. But, you have to keep going. You have to keep going, because you're going to get better. You have a whole life ahead of you. I don't care if you're 55, you're 65, you're 70. It don't matter. You have a whole life ahead of you. And this video is already at 26 minutes. I have not a clue how this video is at 26 minutes when I just started making it. I might just do another one because I don't know how long this is going to record for. So I might just do another one. But I have made a support group. And you can, if you're seeing this video and you want support from people that are going through this, or myself, which I'm going to make videos, I'm going to post videos in the group, join. And there's no rules. There's no rules in my group when you have to survive. When you have to do what you have to do to live through another day. There's no rules. If you come in here with an attitude, that's fine. That's fine. I've been there myself, so I know what it is. If you come in here and decide to post videos, that's completely fine. You could post videos doing whatever, crying. It doesn't matter. This is survival. So you have to do what you have to do to survive. And yes, you'll lose the weight after withdrawal. You will gain your weight back after the withdrawal. So guys, you have to keep fighting, because I know it's not worth taking your life. And I know some of you want to. Probably a lot of you. But I want you guys to keep going. And I do have another video coming. A video, that should be shown to families, friends, brothers, sisters, everyone in the family needs to see this video that's coming up. And I'm going to make it real soon. My mom's going to actually be in the video, and she's seen what I went through. She's seen everything I went through, and she has a lot of experience with it. So I think this video that's coming up is really going to be extremely beneficial to getting out there to people's families. And, get the family to understand that this does take a long time. And yes, it is the drugs. And yes, the person does recover in time. They do. Everyone does. And I know it can take years. It can take years. But as of right now, keep fighting, because you're going to get better. And I'm going to post the description below of the support group. And, if you want support, get in it. You don't have to be in support groups. I know lots of people who didn't want to get in support groups because they were scared of what other people said or posted, which is completely understandable. You don't have to be in here. You don't have to be in support groups. But for the people that do want the support and do want to be in support groups, just click add. So guys, keep going, and you're all going to get better in time.